the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a man and his will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive.
We almost didn't make it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's posted a little bit later than I wanted, but we had some severe wind here in the Massachusetts area. So with that being said, I recently got power back, and as you guys know, these shows are all pre-recorded for right now to avoid any type of embarrassing mistakes, which, by the way, I don't make mistakes. I just correct them. But if a mistake did happen, unbeknownst to me, or being not my fault, then I can correct it. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. I am your host, Denny Curtis, and you are now watching and listening to The Vocalist on YouTube. So tonight we have a highlight from Sing Snap. Tremendous voice and talent. I'm going to introduce her in a little bit, and then don't forget, this Thursday, Dr. Woods, I call him Doc. He is another artist on Sing Snap, and again, another fantastic talent. A veteran in the field, if you will, very seasoned. So I'm looking forward to doing his feature as well this Thursday, and then the following Tuesday, we will be doing an interview with him. So I will personally be speaking with him, and you guys will get to enjoy the benefits. So to recap very quick, guys, what I wanted to go over was I did a special episode Sunday night, and that episode was all about autism. And the great thing about it was involving music therapy and how music can actually impact for the better those who are affected with autism. And we read a bunch of different studies, and hopefully we will be able to be talking with a couple of either teachers and or therapists if they have the availability, because we really want to understand just how music really helps to change their lives, and especially with their speech, their coordination, their confidence, just to mention a few. We did play a live recording from a gentleman, I believe he was 22, Mr. Cody Lee. Not only is he blind, but he does have autism, and that really touched my heart. So guys, please pass this message on. If you know of anybody who has autism, or a friend or a family member, or somebody you know that has a friend or a family member with autism, and if they are using music as a therapy, we'd really like to, find out how it's working for them and what the great impacts, if any, that they're having in their life. Because again, here we emphasize on positivity, the influence of music and how it changes lives for the better. So I guess you could say I'm a therapist, but just a non-licensed therapist, but a different kind of therapist. I'm a host therapist that involves music and great influencing by those that we have on our shows. So without further ado, excuse me guys, I have been under the weather a little bit, so I am going at full speed, the best that I am able to at this point. And let's hope that it just goes away really quick. So with that being said, I have to put my smart glasses on. All right, so this particular artist, she didn't want to do the live interview, and that's okay. But she is doing a highlight, which I think is really cool. I checked out some of her songs, and one of her recordings that she did, that she requested, to sort of be played a little bit here on tonight's show is Hands on You. I think that is Ashley Monroe, if I'm reading that correctly. Yes, it is. It is Ashley Monroe. And what the cool thing is that I'm reading through her comments because, as many of you know, you're able to comment and like and leave remarks in regards to when somebody records a song on SingSnap, especially with friends or what have you. You can go in and you can leave compliments. So there's quite a few in here, which is very encouraging because, again, guys, that's what music, that's what singing is all about, right? And that's why this community here in SingSnap is just so great. So I encourage you guys to check the members out here. All right, we've already highlighted and featured, actually had an interview with several of the artists on here. And so what we're going to be doing moving forward is we're going to also not only be doing the artist highlights and features, but we really want to introduce a lot of the many benefits and people who are affected that may have, whether it's a disability of the sort, and now these many challenges that they have been facing or maybe are just starting to face, where they're realizing that incorporating music is a great therapy for them, whether it's physically, mentally, or otherwise. So we're going to be discussing that, especially autism. I think it's just fantastic because I've been doing a lot of watching and see a lot of, especially the younger kids, the talent they have and just the amazement as to how they can focus on the music, let alone singing. But some of them, like Cody Lee, who we highlighted the other night, played a clip. He also plays piano. It's just unbelievable. And to hear him speak, you would never guess the amount of talent that comes out of this man's vocal. It's just unbelievable. So, with that being said, all right, we have tonight, let me see here, and it is Jasmine-eyes. So, Jasmine, thank you so much for allowing us to do a highlight on you tonight. And let us see here as I flip through my gazillion pages, because I printed off a bunch of stuff, and sometimes, guys, I don't have the opportunity to really cipher through everything. All right. So as you guys may be aware, one of the criteria to even be highlighted here on the vocalist is that we ask you a series of questions. So you give us basically a rundown, a bio, and then we kind of go over a little bit of your background musically, what influenced you, who inspired you as a musician. It doesn't have to be a known musician. It could be anybody, family, friend, doesn't matter. Where are you now in music? What has it done for you? All those fun things, right? So with Jasmine, and let me see, let me pull her up. Here we go. So with Jasmine, because she is a highlight and not a full feature, we asked her several questions. So Blue Opal, the program director, she's the one who you need to send your information to, not me, because chances are it won't get read because I have so many things going on at once. And we do have an email that, again, I did not put up here, which, this is how great I am, guys. Watch this. I think I do this pretty much every show. And there it is. See how awesome that was? Okay. So we start off by asking just basic questions. And the first question here is, what kind of music do you like to listen to when you're just chilling, hanging out, relaxing? So her genre is country music. That's what she enjoys listening to. Okay, who is your favorite singer and or group's male singer? And for some reason, it didn't surprise me when she said Luke Bryan. A lot of the female artists who like country say Luke Bryan or Brad Paisley. Shocker. Do you have an all-time favorite song? That's actually a really good question. Yeah. I like this one. Talking in Your Sleep by Crystal Gayle. Y'all remember Crystal Gayle. I believe she was the one with like the ginormous long hair that went like 6 feet past her ass and all the way down to the floor. Yeah, that was Crystal Gayle. Yeah, she also sang that other song too. Don't It Make Your Brown Eyes Blue? Right? Yes, I believe it was. And what kind of music does Jasmine like to dance to? Shocker, again, I guessed it before I even read this. I was going to say hip-hop or something like that, and that's exactly what this says. And, of course, I think this is a solid giveaway. But then again, I don't know, because some artists I spoke with really don't like it. But do you like to karaoke? Yeah, she says she loves karaoke. And one would naturally think that that's a no-brainer, but there are many artists who don't like to go out and do karaoke because they could be closet shy, they could be closet singers, and they just don't like to perform in other people. Instead, they can do it at the comfort of their home, right, because they feel comfortable, not a 20, 30, 50, 100 eyes staring at them. So I understand that. What musician would you most likely want to meet? Okay, so again, Jasmine, you got to give us, well, I guess that would make sense, because if he's your favorite country artist, it would be Luke Bryan again. Yep. Who, in your opinion, is the best female singer of all time? Okay. That's cool. I can relate to her. Again, Crystal Gayle. And she says that she loves her voice, which, for those of you who are familiar with Crystal Gayle, what's not to love about Crystal Gayle, especially her voice, right? And, of course, if she could open or be the headliner for any show, who would it be? I give you guys just one guess. Actually, two guesses. Crystal Gayle. So when did she first get into music? And who inspired her to get into music? So I'm going to assume here that she got into music at a very young age, and one of her inspirations, I believe it could be the most powerful inspiration to her about music, was her dad. So her dad influenced her, obviously, in a positive way to get into music. Now, who inspired her to make music? In other words, sing, entertain, go on, sing, snap, record, and all that stuff. And again, she says Crystal Gayle, but she also says that she does it for a hobby. And some says that, in her reply, that she sounds a little bit like Crystal Gayle, but she's just an average singer. She says she's nothing professional, but a lot of her tones sound like Crystal Gayle. So we're going to find out. And guys, I listened to a little bit of some of her songs, but you know what? Tonight, let's play the entirety of this song, and then we can go back and review it. And I want to see if there's any tones in here. And again, she's not saying that she imitates or anything else like that, but she could have a lot of overtones, like a lot of us do. If there's a particular artist that we're fond of, yeah, naturally, again, I've explained this, your subconscious holds that sound, and it's very difficult to get out of it. I know, I did Elvis for years. You all know that. So sometimes when I'm singing other songs, even though it is my natural tone, that it's very difficult to for me, it took years to train myself not to have that Elvis tone. And even sometimes it's difficult. So let's take a listen here. And again, Hands on You by Ashley Monroe. All right, let's check Jasmine out right now. Here we go. Jasmine-eyes, I'm sorry.
I wish I would have laid my hands on you, show you a thing or two. I wish I pushed you against the wall, locked the door in the bathroom stall, and the windows and the screen. I wish you laid your hands on me. the kind that bring me to my knees. I wish I'd let you lay me down, 'cause I wouldn't be here wishing now. I wish I'd lay my hands on you. I wish I was still half drunk, still tangled up, still making love. But instead I'm alone in bed with you in my head. Can't get you out of my head. And my only regret, I wish I'd laid my hands on you. Got you high in a motel room. Little secrets for my soul, no one sees and no one knows. Forbidden company. I wish you laid your hands on me.
Very interesting.
And never let me go. Drawn pictures on my skin, places no one's ever been. I wish I'd laid my hands on you.
So I can hear a lot of the breaks in her tones. I can definitely hear how she has that likeness of the tone of Crystal Gayle and the emphasis of it.
I wish I was still half drunk, still tangled up, still making love.
Okay, I gotta pause it real quick, guys, because as you know, I like to throw some commentary in there. And so what I like about how Jasmine's doing this song here, and again, a lot of the artists so far that we've had on the show, they kind of just flow naturally into it, especially the vibrato. She knows when to control it. She knows you can hear the breathing in her, which is good. All right, so she's got a controlled breathing technique. And then her vibrato, she can pull it in and then just instantly fade it right out again, which I think is really cool. So I like the tone that she has, and I like how she's using her breathing techniques.
But instead I'm alone in bed with you in my head. Can't get you out of my head. My only regret, I wish I would have laid my hands on you. Show you a thing or two. I wish I'd push you against the wall, lock the door in a bathroom stall, and the windows and the screen. I wish you'd laid your hands on me. That kind's gonna bring you to your knees.
So Jasmine, we're going to fade this out here because she's near the end of this song. Yeah, I can say well done on this song, Jasmine. Now, I've never heard it to really compare it to the actual artist, herself. So I can tell you that she definitely does have a lot of similarities, and I can hear Crystal Gayle in my head. Don't it make your brown eyes blue? Especially when she's going for that note and she's carrying that note out. We have, which I like to do all the time, so you guys know that if you do a highlight or feature with me, I'm going to pick a song on here that I like and that I really want to hear. And that's what we're doing. We're going to play a little clip. But keep in mind, guys, that if you do a full feature, we do so much more. Okay, a highlight, we're limited to what we can discuss and do, but nonetheless, we still appreciate either one. this is a cool little clip here from the Eagles, Witchy Woman. And again, Jasmine-eyes. And take a quick clip listen.
From her fingertips, echo voices in the night. She's a restless spirit on her endless flight. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Ooh, witchy woman.
So Jasmine, I wonder what I'm hearing. It's almost a jazz vocal, a bluesy jazz almost.
Dancing shadows and firelight, crazy laughter in another room, and she drove herself to madness with a silver spoon.
Yeah, it's that vibrato. Okay, so when she's changing her pitch and she's throwing that strong vibrato in there, it's kind of giving that extra oomph in there to give it kind of that twist, which is nice because again, she's keeping true to herself. At the same time, you can definitely hear some of the likeness, not just of Crystal Gayle, right, but of that generation. And I can usually tell when I hear somebody sing like what their influences are, what style of music they most like, and kind of how they adapted to get to where they are in regards to singing, right? In other words, what influenced them over these years. So here's a cool thing. Unless you're specifically doing one thing, right? So you're an original artist and you're specifically doing one thing and you're writing and composing your own music. We have several artists that are out there. Then what happens is that's what you're accustomed to doing. That's what you do. But when you're so accustomed to training your vocals by listening to other artists and then repeating those artists and trying to get their tones, then that also in itself, you can tell the difference. And I'll explain that in a second. Yeah, guys, all right. So, as I mentioned before, the way that, yeah, see, my screen actually blacked out there for a moment, so I do apologize. And there we go. This is what happens when the internet goes down. So that happened to us before, but here we are. We're back up again, so that's cool. We didn't lose anything, I hope. At any rate, yeah, you can usually tell when somebody has a certain artist that they're accustomed to or that influenced them, or several other artists, right? Because you can hear the different tones in their singing, in just the different styles, which is not a bad thing at all. I think that we all start off doing something similar to that. Like I said, unless you're an absolute original where you just do you and that's it, and you compose your own stuff, because now your voice is your voice, and you may listen to other music and stuff like that, but now you're really focusing on your music and your singing, which again, subconsciously we hear things and we store that. So when we go to sing that song, our brain automatically says, okay, listen, this is the tone we need to be in, right? And that is a difficult thing to really get out of. Again, I said it before, guys, I go through the same thing. All right, look at that, huh, guys? I'm just changing colors on your left and right here. I mean, come on. How do you not like that? Anywho's, All right, so very quickly, guys, that was Jasmine-eyes. And I want to say, Jasmine-eyes, thank you so much for allowing us to do a highlight on you. You know what? Please send us more information. We'd love to have you on for a full feature, okay? Guys, don't forget, share this channel with friends and family. And if you are a highlighted or featured artist, I love it if you guys could subscribe and or comment. That just helps us out tremendously, because then we're able to get a good following with other artists, and then they can see and hear you as well. So if you have friends or family, and you know, a lot of times people don't know what SingSnap is, so you have to send them a link or post it. This is why too that we do this. So all you got to do is send them the link to YouTube. 9 out of 10, everybody knows what YouTube is, and they have it. So they just boom, they click that little link, and there you are, right? So I want to thank Jasmine-eyes. I look forward, Jasmine, in doing some more things with you, and hearing some more of your great stuff. All right, guys. So what I wanted to do is, let me see here. How much time we got? Oh, we're cutting it close. We're cutting it close. We got about 3 minutes left. All right. Here we go. So Argent had sent us over, which we're going to do this week. I've been asking everybody if they could, a song from 3 years ago, and then the identical song right now. All right, and then what we're going to do is do a comparison to see how your vocals have changed. So Argent had sent me 2, so this week we're going to do that. All right, and then we have a couple of other artists. And we also have some new artists who are wanting to do some highlights and or have originals. So guys, even if you have an original, even if you're not on SingSnap, or you are on SingSnap, and you have a song that's on YouTube or something else, maybe another website or blog, whatever it is, could be Reddit, anything, doesn't matter, send it to us, right? And send us your bio. We'll still play it. But don't forget, guys, we do have a lottery system going on to make it fair for everybody, so that this way here, everybody at least gets a chance to be featured on the vocalist. And again, I appreciate everybody tuning in, watching. All your support is greatly appreciated. I appreciate it. I know that Blue Wolf appreciates it. And don't forget, you need to send your things to her. And if you need to send anything, if you want me directly, please don't do it on SingSnap. You can send it to that email right there. This way here, it's separate from my SingSnap page, because I'm not handling that, so it kind of just gets lost in there. And as you guys know, if you have some friends on SingSnap, I have like 2 or 3 of them, then you have message after message, and sometimes it just gets a little overwhelming for me. So that much I would appreciate it. All right, guys, so we're going to close this up here with this last thought. Let me see here. Let's go here. Now this I found really awesome. It kind of ties into the special episode I did the other night about Cody Lee, right? And this here, let me see, it's queuing up now, guys, so I apologize. But this here was really cool if it, you know, actually gets queued up here. Okay, for some reason it's not queuing up. I don't understand what's going on. I apologize, guys. It's not. My apologies. Anyways, I wanted to... did I click on the wrong link? Yes, this is the problem too sometimes when your internet goes down or you lose power. The things that you already had queued up that you end up losing, right? Which I had everything marked. So I ended up losing that. So I apologize. And I think that this might be it, guys. Yes, see, I am just that good. I mean, come on, guys. You got to at least love me for that. Anyways, this is really cool. If you could see it, I would share it with you, but I don't want to do that. I want you to listen to it. So this young girl, she's got to be about 10, maybe 9, 11, give or take. She has a little brother who I believe he has Down syndrome. and she is playing the acoustic guitar. This is her playing and singing. And listen carefully. You can hear her brother. She'll stop. Right? She'll pause her singing, and he fills the word in. And I just found this absolutely amazing and inspiring. So I want you guys to take a quick listen to this. We're going to fade it out for you. But here we go. Let's just take a listen to this, guys. It's really awesome. All right, guys, so as you can hear, you hear the little boy in the background. Again, he has Down syndrome, and he's learning new words through the power of music. That's literally the title here. So, again, that is just amazing, and it validates everything that I've been telling the audience, you guys, that music in itself has that ability to do that. It just takes that little effort from somebody to encourage them, and in this case, the sister who is playing guitar and singing for her little brother, and he's learning how to do this. So again, guys, I am your host, Denny Curtis on The Vocalist. Don't forget to check out our Thursday night show coming up where we'll be featuring Dr. Woods. And until then, guys, stay safe, be kind to everybody and yourself. Have a wonderful night. God bless. Thank you so much.